What if everything you have been told about weight loss was incomplete or even misleading? That is the powerful challenge raised in the Obesity Code. For years, people have been told that losing weight is about eating less and moving more. Yet millions still struggle, diets fail repeatedly, and obesity rates continue to rise. This book reveals why the traditional approach is flawed, and it offers a science-based roadmap for lasting health. Instead of blaming lack of willpower, it focuses on the true driver of weight gain: hormones, especially insulin. Understanding how insulin works unlocks a completely new way to approach food, fasting, and lifestyle. Why calories alone do not explain obesity. For decades, the calorie model dominated nutrition advice. Eat fewer calories than you burn, and weight will drop. But the body is not a simple math equation. Cutting calories often backfires because metabolism adapts. The body lowers energy expenditure, hunger increases, and weight returns. Think of someone eating only 1,200 calories per day, yet feeling tired, cold, and constantly hungry. The body defends its weight, making restriction unsustainable. This shows why calorie counting alone is not the full solution. The role of insulin. Insulin is the hormone that regulates fat storage. When insulin is high, the body stores energy as fat and blocks fat burning. Modern diets filled with sugar, refined grains, and constant snacking keep insulin elevated throughout the day. Over time, cells become resistant to insulin, which leads to even higher levels. This creates a vicious cycle of weight gain. Consider how a person drinking soda with every meal keeps insulin spiking. Even with modest calorie intake, fat burning remains locked away, making weight loss extremely difficult. The problem with frequent eating. One of the most damaging myths is that people should eat small meals or snacks every few hours to keep metabolism active. In reality, every eating occasion spikes insulin. Frequent meals prevent the body from ever entering fat-burning mode. Imagine grazing on snacks all day versus having 2 or 3 proper meals. The first keeps insulin high from sunrise to bedtime, while the second allows periods of rest where fat stores can finally be accessed. The influence of processed carbohydrates, sugar, and refined carbohydrates have an outsized effect on insulin. White bread, pasta, pastries, and sweetened drinks trigger quick spikes, leading to crashes, cravings, and overeating. Whole unprocessed foods digest slower, creating steadier energy and lower insulin levels. Think of the difference between eating a bowl of oatmeal with nuts versus a pastry and coffee. The first fuels steady energy. The second causes a rapid spike and crash. The hidden role of stress and sleep. Stress raises cortisol, which can push insulin higher and promote fat storage, especially around the belly. Poor sleep disrupts hunger hormones, making cravings stronger and self-control weaker. Even with the same diet, chronic stress and lack of rest can sabotage progress. A professional who works late, sleeps only 5 hours, and relies on coffee and snacks often struggles with stubborn weight, even if food choices are not extreme. Addressing stress and sleep is therefore essential. Why diets often fail. Short-term diets usually involve restriction, but they do not address hormonal imbalance. When insulin remains high, weight returns as soon as the diet ends. Sustainable health requires lowering insulin, not just reducing calories. This is why people who lose weight quickly on a crash diet often regain it. The method attacked calories, but it ignored hormones. The power of intermittent fasting. The most effective way to lower insulin is to extend periods without food. Fasting allows insulin levels to drop, unlocking fat stores for energy. It does not mean starvation, but rather structured eating windows such as 16 hours of fasting with an 8-hour eating period, or occasional 24-hour fasts. Picture someone skipping breakfast, eating a healthy lunch and dinner, and feeling more energetic than ever. Instead of being starved, their body is finally burning stored fuel. How to break the cycle. The book emphasizes 3 key steps. Reduce sugar and refined carbohydrates. Avoid constant grazing and snacking. Incorporate fasting protocols to give the body time to burn stored energy. Add supportive habits like good sleep, managing stress, and regular movement. These do not just help weight loss, but also improve long-term health. Freedom from dieting. The real promise of this approach is freedom. No more endless calorie tracking or battling constant hunger. When insulin is under control, appetite naturally balances, energy rises, and food becomes enjoyable instead of stressful. Imagine sitting down to a nourishing meal without guilt, feeling satisfied and knowing that the body will naturally handle energy balance. That is the shift this book aims to create. Closing challenge. Here is the challenge. For the next week, cut out sugary drinks, avoid constant snacking, and allow at least 12 hours between dinner and breakfast. Notice how hunger feels different, how energy changes, and how cravings fade. Once you feel the difference, build on it, master your hormones, and you master your health. That is the code to unlock lasting weight freedom. We are building a community of people taking charge of their health, fitness, and life. Be part of this journey. Like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe so together we can beat diabetes and live stronger.